Now, India's External Affairs Minister Jaishankars Israel visit has concluded. In the past days, the Indian delegation held a lot of bilaterals, meetings and initiatives to bolster ties, especially the shared history between Tel Aviv and New Delhi. The Indian External Affairs Minister unveiled a plaque honoring Indian soldiers who fought in World War I and lost their lives in the battle for the Tabsor, and this is a step towards establishing an India trail, marking the major points where Indian soldiers fought. It emphasizes that trail will involve 6 plaques at 6 places. The trail is to be completed in 2022.
As we set out to engage the world in a much more intense way and explain to the world what our connections have been with it over many, many decades. I think our performance in the Great War, where all we went, what all we did, and I have been very much, in a sense, a witness to this because Prime Minister Modi has seen this, has changed, I would say, India's approach to those historical events and put it in the context of our growing relationship with the world. So what we are doing today is surely an event.
In an exclusive conversation to WION, the External Affairs Minister said that he hopes that his visit will help the world understand India and Israel's shared history.
This is a very special function because, as I said, I would like I'd like Indians, Israelis and the world to actually understand the shared history much better. I think today is a very good contribution to that, and I hope that as the trail gets built and people get to know this in India, and I'm sure your channel will help them to get to know it, I hope the city of Ra'anana will see more Indians.
Would like to say before we
this memorial will be maybe one of the historic here in Israel, of course in Ra'anana.
Okay, thank you.
Indian soldiers played a significant role in the First World War, especially in Israel. One such important battle that the troops took part in was the Battle of Tabsor. A vast majority of the soldiers that participated in this offensive were Indian troops, consisting of Punjabis, Sikhs and Gorkhas. This plaque in Ra'anana commemorates the valor of the Indian troops. WION's Jody Cohen also spoke to the Mayor of Ra'anana on what this ceremony means for the India-Israel relations.
Excited to be here, and we will do everything for the memorial of the soldiers, the Indian soldiers that fight here in Ra'anana. And I hope that from today we'll talk about peace, just peace.
India and Israel have traditionally enjoyed close ties. While India recognized the Jewish state of Israel way back in 1950, it established full diplomatic relations only in 1992. Since then, the ties between the two nations have been growing. The Indian External Affairs Minister's visit to Israel has explored several aspects of the India-Israel ties. And speaking to WION, Israel's new ambassador-designate to India called it a very good visit, especially ahead of the 30th anniversary of the India-Israel bilateral relations next year.
I think that it was a really good visit, very practical issues on the agenda, and it was good. It was good. So we are advancing on many fronts. Next year we are going to have the 30th anniversary to the relations, and many events are going to be part of this, are going to reach fruition when we get there.
I'm at the location of the plaque that has been unveiled to commemorate the valour and fighting spirit of the Indian troops displayed here during the First World War. Indeed, throughout his trip, Jaishankar has visited places demonstrating India's long-term presence in the region and constructive role played in shaping the history here. From the outset, India said the objective of this trip was to deepen ties between the countries, with the new Israeli government now firmly in place. It seems that this objective was certainly reached, pointing the way forwards to even greater cooperation in the future. This is Jodie Cohen from Renana, Israel for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.